doing the Chargers rebuild. Now, this team has really just suffered in general the unfortunality of just not really having just a great head coach. I'm not saying Brandon Staley is a terrible head coach, but he isn't really certainly a good one. Um, like a one that would give you a Super Bowl win. I think this is gonna just be a coach that is like good enough to like make you to the playoffs, but not to a Super Bowl in my opinion. But that's kind of just my personal opinion as a person that I would love to see the Chargers succeed, but they just figure out a way to choke, and I'll literally show you why this team just figure out ways to choke, unfortunately. So if we take a look at the roster, like, you would probably understand why you're like, wow, this team played to the wild card and that's it. This team is really good. Yeah, I know. But it's the unfortunately of the fact of J.C. Jackson, who I honestly really did thought, like, was he going to be in that curse? Like, if he lead the Patriots, he's going to be bad. He was pretty bad. He was even injury prone, and it's not looking too great for this roster. Excessive Joseph Day, I think I might just want to, like, let go. He has a little bit too much money into me, and we are going to save a lot of money just to cutting him, which is going to be a very big key of how we could get to a properly good team, is when Justin Herbert is going to be playing well. Now, I don't know when the last time this team even won a Super Bowl, which I actually kind of want to check if ever since they even made it to a Super Bowl. We'll change the playbook. I'm going to change this to the, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's change it to KC. We don't really have a running back that is properly built to carry the football, so it makes sense. And let's run with Todd Bowles' defense, because it's perfect for a 3-4 system. But it's really, though, again, unfortunate how terrible this team really is, because like they have perfect roster pieces, and yeah. But we are going to trade J.C. Jackson, and I'll show you why very quickly here. Now you're like, oh, this guy's at 86. This guy wasn't really playing that good this year, and trust me in that regard, man, he really didn't. But let's go look at, yeah, contract. Yeah, we're paying this man way too much money in 2023 and beyond that. We're not paying this man that much money, and especially when his depth trait is going to progress. So I just don't really see keeping him. Other players that I don't want to keep anymore is Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. Both players that are just starting to get into that point of progressing, which is why I just don't want them. As well as Bryce Callaway. Michael Davis, on the other hand, I think I will keep. But one reason why I want to prepare our eventual downfall is because of Justin Herbert's mammoth contract. But that's the only reason. So, I mean, I think cutting him is probably the better option. Maybe, or something like that. I don't know. But I would like to get something rather than not. So, we're going to trade it to the Vikings for 2 seconds, and I'll be it. There you go. So we got that. And also his stupid contract out of the way. But I am going to trade Joey Bosa. I don't think it's going to be this season, because I think he is just enough young to be on the team. But Khalil Mack is definitely just going to be a guy who I might want to consider trading. He is just a little too old in my taste, and that's the reason why I want to cut him, or not cut him, trade him. But it's kind of just my opinion. Oh, I already know the perfect team. It's the Titans, because they need pass rush. How about 2 first-round picks? I mean, you do need an outside linebacker. Okay. Another player I could also get off is Bryce Callahan. Just a player that is old and also a need for Tennessee, which is why it made sense trading him. And there you go, 2 first-round picks for pretty much players that are going to be completely useless in a couple of years. But Asante Samuel, I feel like should be a little bit higher than an 82, but I'm going to leave it at what it is. But we're also going to trade Keenan Allen. He's really just been injury prone this season. He wasn't really even playing at all during the season, which is why, in my opinion, I'm probably just going to get rid of him rather than keeping him. So, I kind of want to trade him to Tennessee, but like I just don't want to because we already traded some other talent to over there. But I think I might trade Dolphins and these 2 first-round picks. Nope. Corey Linsley might be a guy. Yeah, I think I might do Corey Linsley, but I don't know what I want to do with Mike Williams as well, because I just don't see him as a properly good receiver. But we did get 2 first-round picks, and that's just what I want. And yeah, and I think I might keep the roster where it is now. Mike Williams and Joey Bosa might be potential trade pieces later down in the season, but that's kind of it. I think besides that, this is the roster we're going to be working with, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to simulate it to the midseason mark, because this would I would say a team that will make it to the playoffs, so that's why. So we are currently on a bye, but we are 1-6. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting that. National Focus. I think I am going to move that. Yeah, I think I am going to move it onto nose tackle. I would like to have just a, proper D-tackle position and what I really want them to be. But every shot we're 1-6, despite it might be because of the factor of just like we don't have so many big time players on defense. I think that's because we have 9th on offense. It's probably gonna just be the worst 25th on defense. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, Justin Herbert, he's been playing good. Austin Eckler, he's playing all right. Jermaine Everett. That's kind of what I wanted to do, is just like get Jermaine Edmonds a little bit more playing time rather than not. Joey Bosa has 4.5 sacks. 3 interceptions for Asante Samuel. Okay. But one thing I completely forgot about was the rookie in Jamal Salem, who has been a nice, solid backup for Rashawn Slater when he got injured during the season. But I don't know what I want to do with him at the moment, because I would like to move him at tackle, but I would also like to be playing at left guard. So I think those, like, isn't the right tackle class like pretty good? So honestly, I might just move him to left guard. I think that's where I'm gonna have him staying for the rest of the season. And plus, he has more power than actually agility. So I think it makes a little more sense if we move him to left guard rather than actually moving him to tackle. But yeah, it's a little interesting how we went 1-6. I mean, I understand, like, our defense isn't, like, amazing, but we still have, like, Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Sante Samuel Jr. Those are very good players, and I don't understand why we are, well, this low. I mean, I understand, we're going against, like, the Chiefs. I think at least once so far this season, but, like, this is a little ridiculous to my taste. But our offense is playing well. It's just like our defense is not playing as good as I expected it to. So we will be simulating it to the off season. I don't really see us having any chance of taking it to the playoffs. Alright, so we simulated it and we went surprisingly 3-14. I'm very confused to that, but whatever. We are 23rd in offense, so our offense just played remarkably worse during the season. And our defense played slightly worse, which led us to having a terrible record. Justin Herbert, he was playing really good. I'm not really going to lie. Austin Eckler had over 1,000 yards. Jermaine Etman and DeAndre Carter had over 1,000 yards. I'm a little surprised, not going to lie, that Mike Williams, like, where the hell is Mike Williams? Yeah, he doesn't even have it for 800 yards. Yeah, that's a little interesting. Sean Slater and Slayer, both had double-digit sacks. No one interesting that had below double-digit sacks. Joey Bosa had 8.5. That's just something I don't want to see, honestly. We had 3 players with 3 interceptions and Derwin James with 2. So yeah, I mean, it's safe to say we still have a lot of holes on this roster. But to be fair, I feel like it's kind of just because our defense is not playing well. Is because of the factor we're not running a 4-3. Which is why I might decide just to trade Joey Bosa. Because, like, we're going to switch into a 4-3 and... Jesus Lord. And you wonder why I say that is because of the factor that it is currently we're in a snowstorm. And some people I know for a fact probably don't even have to deal with snow in the first place. Derwin James dropped. How old is he actually? Like, I thought he was like 25 or something. Wow, he's 27. I thought he was 25 or 24. He's a lot older than I expected. Jermaine Etman, I'm a little surprised he does end up having superstar dev, but that's not going to remove the factor that I am indeed going to let him walk or trade him during free agency, because he just might be a good piece to have and trade in general. So yeah, but I didn't really get the chance to look at any potential free agents that we have to let go, so yeah. One thing I really wish that EA actually had was the ability to like auto do stuff. That'll just be nice. Ramit Vera fits the scheme, so we'll do that. He is also a defensive-minded head coach, so it just makes sense to go get Ramit Vera. So alright. I'll do safety this time around. So I just do the staff points. Like, again, I wish I could just make the staff points like auto and stuff, but you can't. So yeah. But again, if my power does go out, it will be because of the winter storm, so I'll just let you guys know that until now. So yeah. So we are having 26 free agents. That's a lot of frickin' free agents. it doesn't really have anybody who I'm interested in re-signing, so we could just let them all pass. You know. So in free agency, there are going to be a lot of holes, and we're going to have to address them in free agency or the draft. So we are officially in free agency, and let's see what we got here. Michael Thomas is a free agent. Jamel Dean is a. Evan Ingram is a free agent. I mean, I don't really understand why he's a low overall in the first place, but I don't care. I'll sign him on like a 3-year deal. I don't want to pay. I'll pay him a lot of money because we are in KC's playbook, so it is going to be worth a while. The issue is that like he's asking for a long-term contract when he's the age of freaking 28. Like, that's the issue here. I'll give him a 6-year deal, but like it's not like I'm going to have him on the team for that long periods of time. But if he doesn't decide to resign, which I wouldn't be too surprised if he does, I will potentially just go and sign Mike Glenchie, who is a younger but also cheaper option. And what I mean by younger, slightly, and that's kind of it. Let's see here in terms of center. Eric Apacha, not one really interesting, but again, it was better off looking than not. Jamel Dean, I would like on a long-term extension. But I think that might be it in terms of free agents. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's see what we get here. Not surprisingly, we get 2, but I'm honestly a little surprised, though, that Evan Ingram is the one that we signed. And we also get Jamel Dean on the contract, which, honestly, I'm not going to complain, but it's like, we have a 6-year deal with him, and that's kind of just a little bit of annoying, but whatever. We'll just have to pray that he could just still become good. But we are going to make some trades, which one of them is going to be starting off with Mike Williams. He just didn't play productive, a little bit less, like a lot less though, than I expected. Which is the reason why I am ending up going to dump him, hopefully for a first-round pick or something. Actually, you know what? Coming to think of it, yeah, we're pretty much trading a lot of our top guys, unfortunately. But I am curious to see what we will get. Jermon Johnson. That actually is an interesting one because we are going to also get a first-round pick next year. That's a lot of value. We also get a CD Lamb, which that would be replacement for Mike Williams, H.J. Terrell. There's a lot of good offers here. I'm not gonna lie with you. Chris Godwin, Chris Olave would be such a good one, but I'm not gonna do that one because that's a bit too unrealistic to me. But I am going to do CeeDee Lamb because it's just like a good replacement way to get, again, just a good way to get some replacements out of the way. Drake London would be a nice one. I actually would love Aiden Hutchinson. I think I might go with Aiden Hutchinson. Even if we're getting Quentin Sturrock, I don't care. a 4th-round pick could turn out to be going to a solid player, so I will take that in that regard. And then there's like Jarrell Everett. I'm not gonna be surprised if we don't get anything out of him, but I'm just curious at this point. Great Dutch could be a nice just backup tight end. But dang, these are kind of disappointing though. Not gonna lie. I like AJ Dillon. Yeah, I think I am gonna just go with Great Dutch. He's just a younger tight end, and he might even be better in the long run. So that's kind of why I just wanted him. And then we're trading Mike Williams. David White wouldn't be terrible. No, I don't really see anyone from Mike Williams. So I guess I'll try to get like the 11th overall pick. Man, I probably actually like how much like what is our draft? Yes, we have number 1 and number 9. I don't think we need a 1st-round pick this year. I think we should just be targeted for next year rather than this year. Oh, they don't have enough money. Alrighty. 1st-round pick for Mike Williams, and now we have to play against him twice a year. Well, honestly, I don't really care. It's just as long as we get a 1st-round pick. And also, we are getting CD Lamb, so, like, I'm not gonna complain. Physical. Yeah, we'll upgrade his physical. I will cut Justin Palmer. I'm just kind of resetting the receiving core, honestly. That's kind of what I'm just trying to do at the moment. And also Quentin Stemar, they could just get cut too. I don't really care. But, and also, since we traded CD Lamb, which we're going to eventually have to pay him a mammoth contract, as well as Justin Herbert, CD Lamb, I think I'm going to decline his 5th-year option, but I am going to accept Justin Herbert's 5th-year option just to, like, not have to, like, go crazy with money and stuff. Apparently we have other players to upgrade, so I'm actually a little curious to see who that is. Oh, it's Aiden Hutchinson. Alright. Speed rush and run stop. Aiden Hutchinson is going to be a very good player just to build around on that pass rush unit. So I think that's just the best idea for us at the moment. So let's go simulate just 2 weeks, and we're gonna go see those 5th-year options. Actually, I think there's like 3 of them because of Kenneth Walker, which I will not pick up, obviously, his 5th-year option because it's very obvious. But I won't because like it's just not a good enough of a linebacker to have on my team. But I will keep him just for the factor. Alright. Accept the 5th-year option. This one will be Justin Herbert. Obviously, we will be accepting his 5th-year option just to, like, give me more money to work with. So, yeah, and I think this might be CD Lamb's, but it also could be Kenneth Walker's. Yep. But we are not going to accept his 5th-year option because I would like to sign him on a long-term extension, and Kenneth Walker doesn't have a 5th-year option. That's actually a little interesting because he is a 1st-round pick, so that's a little interesting, but whatever. So we do get the #1 overall pick, which, I mean, it's a little interesting because, one, we could go trade Justin Herbert, get a ton of draft capital, and then use this pick for a QB and move on. Or we could build around Justin Herbert with his 5th-year option. It is a little difficult, but I think I am going to do the more realistic route, which is to build around Justin Herbert with the 5th-year option. There's a wide receiver. Let's see how good he's going to be. He's very explosive. Doesn't have like anything crazy, but I do think the factor of having very good speed is going to be the reason why I'll take him here. I know I could have took tackle and technically fill a need, but I don't really want to go with that route. But we have holes all over the roster, but it's kind of like just go best player available situations. Jimmy Poole, I will go look at him. He's not really that good. Honestly, I was about to say he's solid, but he isn't really that good. Speed rusher and Danny Matthews. Ooh. I have a pass rusher to complement. I'll take him. I actually really didn't notice his effort, stamina, and injury, which is why I will just upgrade that. But it's going to be a good player, I know for a fact, to complement Aiden Hutchinson and, you know, have just 2 dynamic pass rushers. Is it going to be the end of the world? Another player I really want to get is just another wide receiver. I just want to build this receiving core, make it as good as possible, because, well, after all, we have Justin Herbert, and we don't really have any other receivers outside of CeeDee Lamb and Evan Ingram, so it makes sense of why I wanted to build around the roster with wide receivers. They take the wide receiver. I think there's a center that's available, which is what I am going to go. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, center is not okay. So what we could do here is take this tackle. But, I mean, I'm going to take it because we don't really have anything noticeable available. So, we'll do that. Then I go with a free safety. I mean, we do need safety, but I think the ideal situation here is to really just fix the offense, like, just fix everything and not everything at the exact same time. Jaden McBarron is apparently rated as a 2nd to 3rd round talent, but he's not really that bad, so I'll take him. We'll go to the team. No, I'm just praying he's got to playing alright. Just because of the factor we don't really have any big time nose tackles. They go with a running back out of Duke. And what we're going to do here is go take a safety. Because we really, really do need to go safety. Because, like, we don't have anybody. Again, I said this a million times. No one really that good at the position. Tyler Neal, he looks really good. So I'll take him. Welcome to the team. Has hidden depth, so that's a very good sign of him actually being good. And we're on to the 3rd round of the draft. They go with wide receiver. I don't know, like, what do I want to do here? Do I take center? Actually, I probably just want to go with center later. Or never, actually. Never mind. I could go nose tackle. Actually, maybe not. Outside linebacker. We're inside linebacker. Cornerback. Like, there's a number of directions that I want to do here. But I think what I might want to do is just fix corner. Because, oh wait, never mind. We already have Jermel Dean. So, like, really we don't need corner. I think I might just want to go with inside linebacker. Because I just want to, like, get someone to play inside linebacker. and then rather than not. He's very explosive in terms of speed, which is kind of why I wanted to take him here, not gonna lie. So, that will be it in our draft, and hopefully we did get some good players, because we might have to let go on some players, unfortunately. Alright, so let's go recap our draft. I really do think we did good, but let's see how it is actually. Yeah, generational potential talent for wide receiver, and a very good pass rusher. So that's nice. None of our picks were really that bad besides this pick. Marcus Bird could potentially be a very good player, especially as Jem Pinkson, who we got in the later portion, which is the first overall pick in the 6th round. So that's good signs of potential good talent for this wretched team. But, I mean, we still got holes a lot over the roster. We still need a center. Again, that's like really it on offense, but on defense, we just need like corner, and a nose tackle. Like a good nose tackle, and not just like okay ones. And outside linebackers. Like, we kind of got holes all over the roster. Yeah, because it's just center. That's the reason why we have a hole at right guard, is because, well, he's supposed to be at right guard, but he's at center. But that's alright with me. I am going to cut Austin Johnson, because I think he does have a little bit too much money than he really should be getting. And plus, we're freeing up a lot of money that we could definitely use on free agents. So that's huge. And I don't know why he's playing outside linebacker. I completely forgot about Mike Davis. So really, we don't need a corner, but so I guess then just like safeties, outside linebackers, nose tackle, and center. But maybe those needs aren't are shown on the football field. Hopefully, because, well, I mean, we have a ton of amazing freaking playbooks, so I hope that doesn't happen. Alrighty then. We are 6-0. Okay. Now we're talking. A little too much than I expected, honestly. Okay, so apparently just our offense, what is it doing? I don't know. But I don't care. We got the #1 defense. For somehow. But Justin Herbert, he's playing alright. I mean, good enough to win games with the #1 defense. As well as Austin Eckler. Evan Ingram is not surprisingly getting the most receiving yards. But, again, it's because of the Chiefs playbook. Our line is playing alright. It's not terrible. 11 sacks allowed. Our rookie, Danny Matthews, the #1 overall pick, has the most sacks on our team, funny enough, with 4. It's not bad, but I kind of wish that he was doing a little bit more, like maybe like 5 or 6, just a little bit more sacks. Then I wouldn't mind. And 3 interceptions for Kenneth Murray. I don't know how in the world he already has 3 interceptions, but I'm not complaining. Our team is playing extremely well, which that's kind of a little bit of a surprise to me, because I really didn't expect this team to play this high level. But I mean, again, what do you expect when you have the Chiefs playbook? We have a ton of freaking money, but we also got a ton of freaking players to sign. Michael Davis, I'll give him like a 2-3 year deal contract. 2-year deal contract. He is back. And we didn't really have to lose a lot of money for that, so hey, it's a win on both sides. CeeDee Lamb, this, but less money, more signing bonus, and deal's a deal. And CeeDee Lamb is back. And we're still over 100 million, so that's amazing. Then you got Austin Eckler, which I think is a little bit of an interesting one, because he is 28. He's going to be in the age of progressing, but I'll give him like a 4-year deal, even up the money a little bit, and he is back in LA. And we still got all this money to work with for signing, like Justin Herbert, for example. Now, I really hope we just don't collapse, because that'll be very unfortunate, but man, I think, like, the game of the week, though, is easily going to be us against the Chiefs. If none of us lose. And by the way, I wouldn't even be too surprised if that game will also be, like, has the most popular views and stuff. Delete Fortnite. And we are 11-6, but didn't um, in the division, which honestly I don't really care, but I'm just glad we made it to the playoffs in general. We are 19 in offense with the number 7th defense. So our defense did progress, but at least our offense significantly increased. Justin Herbert was playing really good. Austin Eckler with over 1,000 yards. I think I'll be signing in on a contract. Ladarius Cartwright, who apparently has over 1,000 yards. AKA, I wouldn't be too surprised if this guy wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, which he's probably gonna. Evan Ingram with over 1,000 yards. At least CeeDee Lamb had over 900, unlike Mike Williams. A little disappointing. Joshua Wise. You're not really that wise. That's corny. 11 sacks for your boy Aiden Hutchinson. That's really a good sight to see, though. Just having him have that much sacks is a very good sight to see. 7.5 sacks for Danny Matthews. CJ Burnett played a little bit better than I expected, honestly. 5 interceptions for Kenneth Murray. Okay, he deserves a contract. Jamal Dean with 3. Austin Eckler and Tyler Neal with 2. And whoever he is, and JT Woods, all with 1. Now, we're going against the Bengals, which, honestly, I'm not gonna be surprised if we lose this game. But since we are running like a Chiefs playbook, I won't be too surprised if we just win. But honestly, if I think the next time I run a 3-4, I would probably want to use Denver because, I mean, look at the scoreboard, 38-0. Yeah. But anyway, we're probably going to lose this game. And we did. But it's alright. I mean, we weren't really expected to get here anyway with the #1 overall pick year before, so. But obviously, I think the idea is to save our money so then we have enough money to go, you know, get Justin Herbert's mammoth contract, which I really am going to hate that we're going to have to pay this guy so much freaking money when, again, the idea is to build around with a rookie steal contract. But, hey, I mean, it's my opinion. I'm just a fan, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, we got a lot of scouts going. And upgrade that to help with the safeties. And I guess we're going to move on to the offseason. A little bit slower than I expected. And I say that because we barely lost. Obviously, I wonder, though, what playbook should I run in terms of defensively? I feel like, because I'm a little curious. Broncos have the #1 offense. Okay, that's just interesting to me. Commanders. I think I might be running the Commanders defensive playbook. I mean, their defense does have a little bit less holes than we do. I mean, literally, you could tell. We don't really have a true... Like, we don't really have linebackers. I think that's, like, the issue with this defense, is that, like, we don't have linebackers. I think that's it. I mean, outside of Kenneth Murray, which, by the way, he is a beast this year, we don't really have a true, a linebacker for the outside. So, yeah. But also, with the Commanders' defense, they also have actually good players at the pass rushing position. But it also makes sense in a 4-3 scheme because, well, and also we technically do indeed have Ron Rivera, so makes sense to change it. But I'll keep it in Casey's playbook, but who knows if we have to change it or not. Austin Eckler was injured during the game. Hope he's okay. Oh, he's just going to be out for 1 week. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, again, we're not even in the playoffs. I just really hope it wasn't something very severe. It's really the only thing I really hope it wasn't. We got another receiver at Superstar Dev. We might actually have 3 wide receivers with Superstar Dev. Now, that would be scary if that would happen. And I feel like if that did happen, I feel like I really could just cut CeeDee Lamb. Because we really don't need 3 superstar wide receivers. We don't really need that. And that's kind of just my opinion. I like this song that it's just like, well, this beat that's from the Elemental trailer. And, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very good beat, so I'm not gonna really lie in that regardment. He got upgrades. I don't think he did win a Fitz of Rookie of the Year, which is kind of unfortunate because he did get over 1,000-yard season, so that's just something to mention. And he did actually win a Fitz of Rookie of the Year. I don't know how Russell Wilson apparently came back as a freaking MVP, which I don't get it, but I don't care. The only player that we really only have left to sign is Kenneth Murray, which I'm going to be pretty surprised if it's going to be a lot of money, but we get him on a contract, that's going to just be kind of an underpay if how good he was playing this season. That's going to just be very broken, and I'm really hoping that's going to just be the fact. We do have $124 million. Okay, that's a lot of freaking money. But everybody else could walk except Kenneth Murray. And holy fucking cow, are you kidding? Is that how much money this guy's asking? That's ridiculous. Well, if it's broken, don't fix it. Like, seriously, how in the world is he not wanting a lot of more money? But, hey, I'm not complaining. Maybe he's like, okay, you know, you're about to pay Justin Herbert like $30 million a year. I'll give you like a contract that's very fair. So, I mean, obviously I wouldn't be saying that that's going to be the truth. I honestly don't think that's true, but I'm honestly just praying for... Now, obviously in free agency, I'm not gonna go get like players like Nick Bosa because like we don't really truly need Nick Bosa, unless like I cannot deny it, because unless he has like really good interest at the team, I'm not gonna re-sign him sign him because like he's just gonna ask for way too freaking much money, and then you know I'm gonna have enough cap space to re-sign Justin Herbert, so I don't think it's gonna make sense. But yeah. Alright, so yep, there's Nick Bosa, but he has actually 0 interest, which is a little surprising. Tua has interest. Obviously, again, I'm not gonna go with him, but the guy who I really wanted to target is Oliver, because like this guy's a really like the guy that I was looking for a free agent. So yeah, but that might be the only free agent that I might sign, and yet we're still gonna have over $100 million. Obviously, I would like to look for any other potential potential options for in terms of free agents. What I could do is get Jeff Okuda, which is indeed a scheme fit. But I kind of want to get him. I really hope he is asking for a lot of money. Okay, I'm sorry, but I just cannot accept that much money. It's just ridiculous. And plus, we're about to pay Justin Herbert. So, hell to the nah, man. Alright. We are top interested for both teams. Hopefully we can get them both. And we did. Alrighty. So now we got our outside linebackers. Now we just gotta get an inside linebacker in the draft. But, I mean, besides that, we don't really have a lot of holes on the roster. It's just gonna depend on the playbook now. That's really what's gonna happen. We obviously also need a center, obviously. I'm not gonna forget that matter. We do need a center. Maybe a right tackle is maybe a need as well. I think that's really just it. Like, inside linebacker, center, and like that's kind of it. And also, oh yeah, I completely forgot about free safety. God, we need one too. But again, that's kind of it. We don't really have a ton of holes on the roster, and then the rest of the picks we could just use for depth pieces. Also, I'm not gonna be surprised. Like we're probably gonna have like late end first round picks, probably, but who knows? Because I didn't really get to look at our picks. So we do get the number 8th overall pick. Now that's awesome. They go with Jermon Peterson. But let's see who are like the best, just players available. There's even a linebacker. And you know what's also interesting? There's a right tackle. He's expected to go in the top 5, and now he's dropped. Honestly, I'm going to take him. Tony Garrett. Now, I think I might want to, like, wait, because I don't want to try this trade up and go get him. So, I'll just see if he drops. Alright. 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 Still available. I think I'm gonna yeah, I guess I might just trade up with the Rams. They also need a right tackle, which is what we do indeed have for them. So, hey, perfect trade here. And again, we do need center. It's just Zion Johnson is playing at that position. So, honestly, oh, they don't have enough cap space. Oh, that's gonna make this a lot more tricky. It's exactly 0. Dang, that's a little unfortunate. 88th and 1st. How about that? That's not accepted. And a 5th round pick next year. So that's gonna be worth a lot. So, yep, 5th next year, 3rd and 1st, which is one of the later ones, I think, for exchange to move up to number 14. I'm actually a little glad that we decided to, like, let the board just, like, fall than us actually just moving up all the way to that spot, because then we would have wasted a lot of draft capital for no reason. So, I'm pretty happy that we decided to do that. But, dang, this prospect is very good. A in pursuit, A in tackle, A in Z man coverage, A in C stamina, A in C block shedding, A in C catching, A in C hit power. Sure, he has poor athleticism, but I mean, who cares? This guy is gonna be a freaking superstar. So hey, I'm not gonna complain, because that was a very good player. Alright, so I think the last need that we have to fill is center, and yep, safety. Center is not until like the 2nd round, so I don't know when I want to do them with my other 1st round pick, but we already know what we're doing with this pick, and that's just getting a depth piece. And we're going to go with Joan Payton out of Clemson. What we could do, though, is actually just get more competition for Tony Neal, or hopefully get a better one. But that's not, like, a bad idea. Because just, like, or what we could do is get a better corner. Because Mike Davis is gonna not get any younger. And we're still gonna get into progressive age for Jamal Dean. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. So it's kind of, that's what I'm gonna just lean towards, because I don't really have any other ideal situation what I want to do. So yeah, so I might go with Kareem Bet. Like, look, pro combine, first in 40-yard dash and first in bench, and he has great strength. Give me him. Welcome to the team out of Florida State. Honestly, I was about to say Cam Smith was also out of Florida State. Oh, I didn't meant to do that. I am an idiot. I hope they give me a center. I really, really do. But yeah. But if they don't give me a center, I'm gonna be very upset, because it's like the only position that we do have a need for. So yeah. Alright. So we have so let's see our draft recap. Honestly, I'm really gonna hope that these players are at least 72 or above overall wise. So yeah, they probably didn't get us yep, they didn't get us a center. God dang it, man. That's so annoying, because I didn't meant to do that. And that cost me the chance of getting the center. But we did end up getting, though, a very good safety, though, for exchange. Which I guess I won't complain, but holy, Joe Payton is a 77 overall. Honestly, I wasn't expecting him to be like a 76 or 75, but now a 77. So I'm not gonna complain. So, well, at least that could really be potential generational talent, which that's. But honestly, though, I am a little curious to see how the draft did actually go. But let's just see. I'm curious. Yeah, this was a way worse class than I expected. The number 1 overall pick ended up actually being tied for the first best player of the class, so that's a little interesting. But yeah, this wasn't really a good class, so I guess I am a little happy that we didn't decide to trade up outside for that linebacker. But yeah, but what I want to do though is trade the safety that we drafted last year. I know we could just use him as death, but, like, I don't care, because I want a center. I don't care, like, I just want a center. That's all I want. If we could get, like, a solid, like, center from the randomizer trade, that's probably what I am going to accept. Nope. He's not even a solid center. That's, like, not even close. Their 5th need is center. Mason Cole. Actually? Oh. I don't think this is gonna be accepted. But what I might do is trade the number 1 and trade a player with a massive contract. So maybe, like, I don't know, a player like Marlon Humphrey. Yeah, Marlon Humphrey. And see if this trade works. Oh my god, it did. So we get projected the number 1 overall pick for Tyler Linderbaum and Marlon Humphrey. That's actually pretty ridiculous, not gonna lie. So now we have 5 good corners. Not 3, 5. Not gonna lie, now since we have Marlon Humphrey, and that's going to significantly drop down our money, We don't really have any need for Mike Davis. So now we went to 4. But honestly, still, 4 good corners. I'm not going to complain. You know what I'm also not going to complain about? Is the fact now we have a very good center. Why is... Like, I'm going to just cut him. But actually, wouldn't that, like, decrease our money if we cut him? So I might just... Yeah, that's about to cut us a lot of money. I'm not that interested. No can do, sir. So we're over 60 million on the above the cap, which that's all right. I think I said that wrong, but I don't care. How about Tyler Wagner? Alright, there you go. Trade accepted. Honestly, I didn't really care. Like, the point was me trying to get Gunter as my starter, which I am a little disappointed how low of an overall he really is, but yeah, I don't care. This is a very good roster, and I'm hoping this roster is going to get us to a Super Bowl, but if not, that's alright. And probably this will be the end of the rebuild. Actually, I might just end it here. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed.